Welcome students for today's lecture on design of welded plate girder. Now in the previous class we have seen that we have seen the design of web. So we computed depth, that is mzk divided by fy raised to 0.33 using this formula and taking k as 180, that is d by d. So we just computed the depth which is working out to be 1800 mm. We also computed optimum web thickness TW, which worked out to be 12 mm, as the thickness provided is more. So since intermediate transfer stiffness are not to be provided. So we were trying with a section web plate is 1800 mm by 12 mm in size. So next part is, let us start with design of flanges. So let us assume that bending moment will be resisted by the flanges and shear by the web. So remember, there is a I section. If you see in the codebook, so I will take you to the codebook. So here, this is the web portion and this is the flange portion. So the bending moment is taken by the web and shear by. So here you can see. So this is a cross section of plate girder or a longitudinal section. So here this is the web portion, this is the flange portion. So we assume that bending moment will be taken up by the web portion and the bending moment will be taken up by the flange portion and shear by the web. So required area of the flange is given by area of flange is equal to mz gamma m naught fy divided by t. So we have mz, so 1148 into 10 to the 6. Now gamma m naught. This is partial factor of safety, which you will get on table number 5. So we'll go to that. So just I think it is there in the page number 30. So you can see. So gamma m naught is 1.1. So let us see. So gamma m naught is 1.1. Fy is 250 and D we have found out that is 1800. So area of flange is working out to be 27984 mm square. Assuming width of the flange equal to 0.3 times the depth of the girder. So breadth of, so 0.3 times. So breadth of the flange 0.3 into 1800. So 540. So we'll round it up to 560 mm. So thickness of the flange is taken by area of the flange, because area of the flange is nothing but breadth of the flange into thickness of flange. So we can find out thickness of flange by doing area of flange divided by the breadth of the flange, which is working out to be 27984 divided by 560. So which is 49.97. So it is 50 mm. So let us try a section of 560 by 50 mm flange plate. Now we have decided the dimension. So dimension of the web you can see is 1800 mm by 12 mm. Dimension of flange you can see 560 into 50 mm. So here you can see, just I will take you to the here the cross section in the codebook. So in the cross section you can clearly see that in the I section there are web and the flanges. So obviously uh, they have said here, so web will be of depth 1800 and width of 12 mm and the flange will be of 560 mm by 50 mm flange plate. Now next is to find out the classification of flanges. So let us go to page number 18 and table number 2. So we'll go to the page number of 18, so of IS 800 2007. So this is table number 2, limiting width to thickness ratio, which is given on page number 18. Now here we have to find out the classification of section. So as discussed earlier, there are 4 classification of section. Class 1 is plastic, class 2 is compact, class 3 is semi-compact and class 4 is slender. So we have to find out what is the classification of the section which we have decided. So we require, say, the ratio for rolled section and welded section. Now ours is welded section, so we have to find out the ratio B by TF here. So let us find. So B by TF less than is equal to 8.4 epsilon. So epsilon is equal to epsilon W, epsilon F is nothing but 1. Now let us see outstand of the flange. Outstand of the flange means how much is outstand, as we discussed in the design of beam in the previous semester. So B is equal to breadth of flange minus TW divided by 2. The breadth of flange is 560 minus thickness of web is 12 divided by 2, which is working out to be 274 mm. And B by TF is 274 divided by 50, which is 5.48. So, which is less than 8.4. Now, if you see classification, our answer is 5.48, which is less than 8.4. Hence, the classification is class 1 and it is plastic section. So, here we conclude that hence the flanges are plastic section. Okay. So, this is how we have to do. Now, here you can see that uh, the other ratios also. If it is greater than 8.4 epsilon and less than 9.4 epsilon, then it is compact class 2. If it is greater than 9.4 epsilon and less than 13.6 epsilon, it is a class 3 semi-compact. And if the ratio is greater than 13.6, then it is slender. Now, as we got the value less than 8.4, so it is plastic. And if it is plastic section, the beta B value is 1. Now, here you can see here, this is the I section. So, our depth D is 1800 mm, thickness of web is 12 mm. This is the outstand of the flange which we have calculated. This is the thickness of flange. Total width of the flange is 560. Okay. Now, so we will see the other components. Now we will start with check for bending strength. So trial section of the plate cutter is shown as here. So flange. This is the web portion and this is the flange portion. So web is of 1800 depth and 12 mm thickness, and flange is of 560 mm width and 50 mm thickness, and they are welded with 7 mm fillet weld. We have already found out the outside of the flange B, that is 274. Okay, so let us find the plastic section modulus of section. So which is given by ZPZ is equal to 2 BFTF into capital D minus TF divided by 2. Here capital D is the total depth. So 2 into 560 into 50. Now D is total depth, that is 1900. 19 minus 50 divided by 2. So ZPZ is working out to be 51.80 into 10 raised to 6 mm cube. So let us see the movement capacity. So movement capacity is given by MD is equal to beta B ZP Fy divided by gamma m naught. Now this is given on page number 53, clause number 8.2.1.2. So let us go. So in the code book, let us go to the page number 53. So this is page number 61. So here you can see there are in the code book. So we will go through the formula 8.2.1. So this is the clause number. 8.2 is nothing but design strength in bending. So 8.2.1.2 it is here. When the factor design shear force does not exceed 0.6 VD, where VD is the design shear strength of the cross section, the design bending strength MD shall be taken by MD is equal to beta B ZP Fy divided by gamma m naught. To avoid irreversible deformation under serviceability load, MD shall be less than 1.2 ZE divided by gamma m naught in case of simply supported beam, and a 1.5 ZE divided by gamma m naught in cantilever beam, where beta B is 1 for plastic and compact section, and beta B is ZE divided by ZP for semi-compact section. So now our section is plastic, so hence beta B is 1 here. Then ZP and ZE, plastic and elastic section modulus of the cross section. Fy is yield stress of the material. Gamma m naught is partial factor of safety. So this is the formula. So let us see. So beta B, as it is plastic, you can see here we have concluded that it is plastic. Hence beta B is 1 here. ZPZ we have computed 51.80 into 10 raised to 6. Fi we know already, it is 250 Newton per mm square. Gamma m naught from table number 5 it is 1.1. This is equal to 11772.7 kilonewton meter, which is greater than the computed bending moment. Hence it is safe. If it is less, then we have to rearrange and we have to change the dimension. So this is how it is done. So this is for today. Thank you. We'll meet in the next class.